Yo, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, bro?
How you been, bro?
I've been good. Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
No, I appreciate you for coming in, bro. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of CEO Talks. Now, here to my left, I have one of my good friends.
Boy, Roy, the closer.
Again, brother, I really appreciate you for coming in.
Absolutely,
the closer right here, himself.
This is my first ever podcast. I have to give it to you, bro.
Bro, I really appreciate that. I actually really appreciate that.
100%. Anybody, they've been reaching out for me to do podcasts for a minute.
Yeah.
I said, no, I had to wait. Ryan is exclusive to you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
So
it means a lot,
let's talk
bro.
about some good shit, bro. Let's give the people some free game. Look, if you're watching this, what are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna
We're gonna talk about, first of all, how is it that you got into the game of everything? We all know that you started with sales,
Okay.
real estate, wholesaling. Let's give him free sauce on how is it that you started, the failures, how is it that you were able to actually prevail on pretty much in a system where a lot of people don't seem to actually, see the light.
Okay.
So let's give him free sauce, let's give him free value, free knowledge, in essence, something that you wish you would have had when you were 18 years old. To start off, if anything, let's go back to your childhood. How is it that you grew up? How is it?
We're gonna get there, Brian. But I want to talk to the camera. I want to talk to the audience because look, they've been watching so many podcasts. They've been trying to find some game. They got the notebook out.
I like this.
But here's the thing.
Go.
You get on these podcasts and these dudes, they start to gatekeep all their secrets. They don't really give you no game. I'm giving you everything. If you're in wholesale real estate, if you want to learn about sales, if you want to learn about just being a young, successful entrepreneur, you see the cars in the background. Everybody who owns these cars is not over the age of 20, all right? So I'm going to give you the game. Watch the entire podcast. Watch to the end, comment, and make sure you show my boy Brian some love.
Again, as I mentioned, I really appreciate you for coming in once again.
Absolutely.
So let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
What kind of troubles did you have growing up? Did you have something traumatic happen to you that pretty much led you for you to actually go into the path of greatness, the path that pretty much almost nobody takes?
Yeah, so let's go through the childhood. So if everybody doesn't know, you can go look it up. It's on YouTube. But I have a YouTube channel called Troy by Playboy, right? I wanted to be a YouTuber. Right? When I grew up, I watched Fast and Furious. I wanted to know, how do I get a fast car? And all the YouTubers, they were driving fast cars. And
I remember
I was just like, you remember when FaZe Rain bought his McLaren, the i8, all that stuff, R8, right? And I'm like, yo, I need to find a way to get a fast car, right? That was my only mission as a kid.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just started a YouTube channel and I was doing parodies at the time. So I was just like remixing like Kodak Black songs, The Weeknd songs, all that. And I did pretty good. Going into freshman year, my aunt actually took away my computer because I was getting 70s in high school. So
70s.
I was a straight C student, bro. I thought I was passing. That's what they told me I had to get.
Okay.
So what had happened was I got my computer taken away, so I couldn't edit no videos all summer.
Okay.
So I had to find another way to make money, and my mom let me get into Robinhood. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. Started day trading, that didn't go nowhere. Started drop shipping. I found a little bit of success in it, but it was like nothing too crazy.
What do you mean nothing too crazy? $1,000 a day type shit?
I was doing like $4,000 or $5,000 a day. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you mean nothing that crazy?
Okay,
bro?
it was good. At the age of 17, I probably did like $250,000 that year.
Yeah.
And
why is it that you stopped?
Okay, so Facebook. So I was doing influencer marketing. And I had like 10K in my bank account, and I wanted to get into Facebook. I lost all of it. Lost literally everything. I just sucked at Facebook ads. I didn't have a mentor or nothing like that. I was just trying to figure it out.
So you were scaling pretty much creatives that were not converting pretty much.
Yeah, it was just terrible. I was just wasting money. So I lose all my money, bro, and then I get into DoorDash and Instacart. Remember, like I'm all throughout high school, I'm spending money. I'm renting i8s to pull up to high school and all that, and then I basically just
doing
lose.
that.
Yeah, I lost everything, bro. So I'm doing DoorDash and Instacart. This is right after I graduate. So we just fast forward to senior year. I graduate, and now I'm just like trying to find a way out. So I'm doing DoorDash, Instacart on the side. I do this every single day. I wake up, and I'm trying to do the stock market, right? So I'm trading, and then I'll go do DoorDash probably around like 12 all the way to like 2 a.m., come back, wake up, do it again, right? And then I come across Jerry Norton, all right? Do you know Jerry Norton?
Nah, I don't know.
He's one of our founding fathers. Shout out Jerry Norton, shout out Flip with Rick, shout out all of them. But I'm going on TikTok, and I see Jerry Norton in Kong. Yeah. And they're talking about wholesale real estate.
I know Kong.
You know Kong?
Yes.
So they're talking about wholesale real estate, and I don't really think nothing of it. I'm like, you're drop shipping
but
houses.
Before you continue, I think I've seen a video. I think I've seen a video of you and Kong. I'm not gonna lie.
I did, you did.
I seen it.
So I tried to get on this podcast, but anyway, so Kong's the homie. Anyway, so I see wholesale real estate, but I don't know what's going on. Let's remember, I'm trying to get a fast car.
Yeah.
So I go on TikTok, and I'm seeing this dude buy a Scat Pack, 18
Yeah.
years old,
Yeah.
wholesale real estate. I say, all right, if I see another young dude with a car,
I'm doing it myself.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
I scroll, this dude named Jacob Blank, I-8, wholesale
Jacob
real
Link,
estate.
yes, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm
He
like,
was 18 back
he
then
was
as well.
18, bro.
I
He was
know.
crushing it. So I was like, bet, I gotta get into this. So I'm studying wholesale real estate. I'm watching every single Jerry Norton video there is, right?
Yeah.
And basically, I would study all the way from maybe like 9 a.m. in the morning all the way to 2, and then DoorDash started popping after 2,
Yeah.
right? So then I go do DoorDash. So I did that for a while, and then I said, fuck it, let me just try this now. And I did wholesale real estate in March of 2021. For 30 days straight, all I did was call on-market leads, got my first property. My aunt actually went to the property with me because I was scared.
Really?
Yeah, I was super scared, bro, but it was distressed.
I was gonna ask you, was it distressed? How bad was it when you?
It was
went in?
pretty bad. I'll send you the video so you can put it on the
Yeah.
screen, but it was pretty bad. There was mold in the shower and all that. It was actually a divorce property.
Really?
Yeah, they had got divorced. They wanted to sell quick. So I had got the property under contract for 170, and then we
Yeah.
sold it for 180. So that was my first
So you
10K
made,
deal.
holy fuck.
$10,000 in my first 30 days of ever trying wholesale real estate. This was back in 2021 when it was popping off,
Yeah.
but not too many people were doing it, so there wasn't that much competition. So I'm doing it, and I made 10K, and ever since then, I just scaled it from there.
I'm pretty sure that elevated your pretty much your perception of money, right?
Bro, it was like, when you're doing drop shipping, you're like, you make like 25% profit margin. So you gotta
Yeah.
sell like a $25 product to make $5, right?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
And that sucks. That takes too
unless
long
you're
to make
unless
money.
you're able to scale it like
Exactly.
at
To
a
make
fast rate.
$10,000, you gotta sell like 5,000 people.
Yeah.
But on one deal, within 30 days, I made 10,000.
And there's no overhead.
No overhead.
Yeah.
Completely profit, bro.
Okay.
Completely profit. So,
How did you feel as soon as you seen that money in your account?
bro, I felt on top of the world. Like,
You're like,
I had
I gotta
lived-
close more deals.
I was like, yo, I'm trying to do this over and over and over. If I
Yeah.
can do 10,000, can I do 100?
100%, bro. Easy.
And that was the goal ever
Yeah.
since.
Every single entrepreneur that I've talked to, every single business owner, they all tell me the same thing. Yeah, I wasn't good in high school, and the reason why I had to do it was because of my family. I seen my mom struggle with the bills, my dad cry over the fact that we didn't have food on the table, this and that and that. What's your story whenever it comes to something like that? Do you have
Yeah.
any type of relationship with
So
that?
I have a mom that is probably the hardest worker I know.
Okay.
Like, bottom of my heart, she's the only person. We're in a room full of entrepreneurs. She will outwork every single person in here. Promise you, hands down. She had 2 jobs at the time, and she's stock trading. So she had 2 corporate jobs that she hated, and then also stock trading at the same time. And she's providing for 3 kids. Now, she was with my dad as well, but
Yeah.
she was just like a hustler.
Yeah.
And seeing her grind and hustle was like, damn, I wanna be able to retire her and take care of her. And
Yeah.
I remember like when I first got into wholesale real estate, I was like, Mom, I'm gonna buy you a Tesla, I'm gonna buy you a house, all that.
Yeah.
And that was just like my main drive to get better, work hard, and just focus. So I didn't
Okay.
care about what other kids were doing. Like they were smoking, going out. I never did the house parties, none of that. I'm just locked in, trying to build this business so I can take care of my mom.
As long as you can see your mom happy.
As long as I can see mom happy.
That's your why.
That was my why. Yeah.
How many businesses do you currently have, or are you currently managing yourself?
Yeah, so right now, I'm not like the guy who's like 7 streams of income will get you rich. That's like the broke credit guys. But what I do is just wholesale real estate and I also teach people how to do it as well.
So you only got 2 businesses.
Only 2 businesses right
Simple?
now.
Okay.
And they both support each other, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting into development. I'm probably doing that in the next quarter or 2. So I want to replace wholesale real estate with just building new build houses. But other than that, just wholesale real estate, that's my main bread and butter. And then coaching people on how to change their lives just like I did myself.
Of course, that's another why, right? Pretty much inspiring others. Try to
Yeah.
see the successful side of you and other people, right?
Yeah.
So now, how do you feel whenever you see someone come up to you and they're like, hey, because of you, because of your mentorship, I was able to make $10,000 last month.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Does it hit you? And
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I've hated teachers. I said, I will never be a teacher.
And now you're on the other side of the
Now I'm a
spectrum.
teacher, right? It's so crazy. But I had a student who called me yesterday. Her
Okay.
name was Ashley. And she was bawling her eyes out, like
Okay.
saying, thank you for showing me how to do this industry. Because she didn't think it was real. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't think it's real until they see that proof of concept.
Yeah.
So she saw it was real. And I was just like, it's not that I forgot, but I kind of forgot that I actually am changing other people's lives.
Yeah.
Like I'm showing them how to do a business model that puts $5,000 to $20,000 in their bank account where they can leave school. They can go take care of their parents. They don't have to stress about bills anymore. And it's all because of a system that some 19-year-old kid, which is me, some 19-year-old kid was just in his room, just studying, trying to figure it out. I built my own system. Now I'm just giving it to the world, and I'm seeing other kids change their lives.
Yeah.
It's a really good feeling, and it's just motivating me to keep going harder and harder every single time.
Do you have a strong relationship with your family?
Yeah, 100%. I was just FaceTiming my brother right before we got into
Really?
this. Yeah.
Are they happy of your success?
Yeah, they actually are.
Really?
I would say especially like my little brothers.
Yeah.
Because they were there.
How old are they?
One is a freshman. I don't know how old they are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never knew that. But one's a freshman.
Bro, that's the same problem with me. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? One's a freshman and one's a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
Right. So they're both in college, but they were there watching me grind. So my day ones are Peyton and Jackson the entire way.
So now, okay, going back. So you also mentioned that you were able to actually get a podcast with Kong, right?
Yeah.
Right after that. What was pretty much the largest amount of money that you ever seen in one paycheck working with him? Or I'm pretty sure you took his mentorship, right?
With who?
Kong.
Kong. Okay, no, I didn't take his mentorship.
No, you didn't.
No. Kong was tripping. But Kong wanted like $5K, right? So, and as a kid, I didn't have $5K.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of figure it out on my own. But to answer your question, what was the biggest paycheck I ever got? Are you ready for this?
I'm actually ready. Actually, I don't think I'm ready, but I'm gonna hear it. Let's go.
It was.
Even he got excited.
It was 52 acres in Denton, Texas. It was a land deal, and we got it under contract for $900,000. I sold it for $1 million. So it was gonna be $106,000 on one single land deal.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, now take me after that. After you seen the money in your bank account, what was the first thing that you did? Did you tell your mom?
Brian, one, you got to be careful with telling your family how much you're making. You don't do that. I'm gonna give y'all the free game.
Yeah.
When y'all start making money, you don't tell your family it's how much you're making, because that's when people start like, hey, bro, you got like, Anyway, so no, I did not. But I'm 21 at the time. Can I cuss?
Yeah, go.
I fucked off. I bought a $3,000 cat. I got a new car, new apartment. I gave my mom like $5,000 though. I gave her $5,000. I'm traveling with my ex at the time. Like, I was just having fun.
Yeah.
And then I quit wholesaling after. That was the crazy part. I quit wholesaling and I started a clothing brand. I was like, what? 100 bands? Bet I'm starting a clothing brand. Brian, I kid you not, I was spending $25,000 every single month, and I didn't know what it was going to. I wasn't buying designer. I was just spending money. And I lost it again.
One thing after another,
I
bro.
lost it again.
The shit flies by quick, bro.
Brian, I've done it 5-6 times where I've gotten from $5,000 in my bank account to 6 figures, back to 5. 6 figures, back to 5. 6 figures, back to 5.
So how is it that you're able to maintain it now? Like, what changed now?
Oh, I told you I was gonna give out all the secrets, right?
Yeah, let it out,
Read
bro. Let
the
it go.
book, Profit First. So this is what you do, right? Whenever you get a deposit into your bank account, let's say you get a check for $10,000.
Yeah.
The average entrepreneur usually has 3 bank accounts: savings,
that's true,
spending, and some other bank account, right? What you want to do is you actually want to have 5 bank accounts. So the first one is going to be the deposit, like the incoming bank account. So all funds, when you get paid, go into that bank account. And then from there, it dispersed into the other 4. So the first one's going to be profit, 5% off that. Taxes, 10%. We're in Texas. After that, I do 30% towards, 20% towards me, and then the rest of the percent back into the business. So to repeat it, profit for you, that's fun money that you can go spend. Taxes, you better pay Uncle Sam. Back into your business, and then some for yourself as well, like owner's salary. So once I learned that, now I have these, I'm like allocating my money to different bank accounts. Okay. And it kind of helped me with financial literacy, because what most entrepreneurs do is they have this big bank account, and they pay bills, and they also take care of their business from that same bank account. You're stealing from your business. Right? So what I did was like, all right, cool. Now they have separate bank accounts. So if I check my personal bank account, okay, I can afford rent. I can afford to go out. I can afford to go have fun and buy these clothes instead of stealing from my business. And I can check my business bank account and be like, okay, I can afford ads. I can afford marketing and stuff like that. Okay. So that's how I did it.
You said there's a book to that. What was the name of it?
It's called Profit First.
You read the whole thing?
I read the entire book front to back.
Front to back. How many times?
Twice, actually.
Twice?
Yeah, twice. Because I read it about a year ago, and I was good. Then I lost the money again, so I had to read it again.
Are you the type to read books or not?
100%. 100%.
How many books have you read so far?
I'm dyslexic, so I'm new to the reading. But probably around, I couldn't give you a number, probably like 12 to 15 so far.
Really?
My goal this year is one book every single month.
Really? What's one book that you can actually pretty much give out some insight on? Some really good insight that people can take.
The one thing, I would say that.
I've heard about it. That's really
It's
good.
a
Yeah, I've heard about
really
it.
good book. So a lot of entrepreneurs are trying to do too many things at a time. That's what I'm saying, where everybody has the credit and then they're trying to do this business and then this business. The biggest myth I learned in entrepreneurship is have 7 streams of income. That's the dumbest thing in the world, right?
You can do that after you actually make 10 million, bro.
After you do that, right? You have to already have to hit a million.
Yeah.
But if you're just trying to get your first 6 figures, you can do it with one industry: Amazon FBA, dropshipping, wholesale real estate. It doesn't matter. Just hit that first 6 figures, then put it into other businesses.
Okay.
But to answer your question, the one thing talks about focusing on one thing. What's the most important thing on your to-do list, and attacking that, and actually learning how to prioritize. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, they sit down and they do a whole bunch of busy work, right? That's where you get the I work 16-hour days and da-da-da. You just did a bunch of busy work. But if you focus on what actually moves your business to the next level, the one thing, right? That's gonna change your business in a different way, where you can work 2 hours a day and you're getting ahead of people who are working a year on one business. But because you focused on needle moving tasks, you can do it within 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, the one thing is the book I would recommend.
How do you see all of your business moving forward from here on on?
Yeah, so I do wholesale real estate, right? So I'm getting $10,000 to $30,000 checks. How do I double that? Well, development is the next step. You can wholesale commercial, that's one way, but development, building new build properties, mansions, luxury houses. We're in Dallas, one of the hottest markets in Texas, right? Building new builds and just selling them off like that, and now you're profiting $200,000 to $300,000.
How do you plan on doing that?
Getting a mentor.
Actually, I was gonna tell you, there's actually a really good mentor. He's out here in Dallas.
Eric Crutchfield?
Yes.
Yeah,
Eric,
already tapped in.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, bro.
Shout out Eric.
Is he gonna be your mentor?
100%.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
And then I also got my boy Millie. I gotta shout out Millie, bro.
Yeah.
Millie took me under his wing. He's 25 years old, $10 million in real estate. He is crushing it. He took me to one of his development projects, and I was just like, yo, this is possible. Right?
Yeah.
So that's the next step. The next 10-year plan is exit from wholesale real estate, get into development, and while I'm in development, I still want to teach people what I've learned in wholesale real estate, because I do find fulfillment in helping other people. So it's going to be scaling my consulting company and literally destroying every single fake coach guru that does wholesale real estate, which is 80% of them, by the way.
Really?
We're gonna
Is it that bad? The industry is that bad?
It's terrible. It's almost, it's damn near stock trading. It's bad. But we're gonna go ahead and wipe them out. I'm gonna build the biggest wholesale real estate education company. Then we're gonna do development, and that's really like my next 5 years. I don't know what's gonna be after the next 10 decades, but that's the next 5.
No, I can see that, bro. That's a pretty big goal that you have. What's the best advice that you pretty much got as a student of the game whenever it comes to real estate, wholesaling, all of that, or even life?
I'll give you 2.
Yeah.
I'll give you one for real estate. So my name is Roy the Closer, and I close a lot of deals. Close over $800,000.
You got to be able to know how to close.
You got
to be able
right?
to be a salesman, bro.
My thing is actually the opposite of that. I call, I close, I serve. That's my mantra. I call, I close, I serve. A lot of people get into the industry so money hungry, like, oh, I'm just trying to take from this other person. I'm just trying to make $20,000 off this homeowner. And you're not actually caring about what the homeowner is going through.
Yeah.
If you sit down and you have a conversation with that homeowner and you actually understand, hey, you're going through a pre-foreclosure, how can I help you? Let me understand what you're going through.
It's hard for them, bro. The majority of them.
That's the difference between somebody who makes maybe $10,000 a month versus someone who makes $50,000 and up. Because you're able to get bigger assignment fees by actually caring about the person and solving their problem. Because how do you make money? You solve somebody's problem. You solve somebody's pain. So find people who have some type of pain point and actually help them. Don't be there just to get over on them. Actually help them. So I call, I close, I serve. That was the biggest thing I learned in real estate. And then I'd say for life, it depends on what season you are as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
As I've worked up as an entrepreneur, I'm at a higher season. So I would say whenever you're building a team, this is for my entrepreneurs who are maybe have a few employees. Whenever you're building a team, ask your team members what are their goals. Simple as that. Why are you so selfish that you're just trying to build your vision? So within my consulting company, I have appointment setters and closers, and
How big is your team?
we have a team of 3 right now.
Okay.
So I have 3 other people. And I don't care about the profit on the consulting company.
Yeah.
I really don't give a fuck, right?
You just want to build a culture in your team, in essence?
No. I just want to build my setters and my closers.
Yeah.
My setter's goal is to make $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to build the company that makes him $5,000 a month.
Never thought about it, bro.
And
Yeah,
that's how you build a team culture. That's how you get people bought into your vision whenever you buy into theirs. So that's going to be my 2 pieces of advice for people.
I never really thought about it like that. Now, so for people actually watching us right now, can you break it down, dummy style? For someone that doesn't know anything at all, when it comes to real estate, when it comes to wholesaling, when it comes to sales, nothing at all. Break it down dummy style, step by step. If you were to go broke tomorrow, how can you make it back up? Everything under a month.
Okay, perfect. So first, let me explain what wholesale real estate is, because they might not know what it is.
Yeah.
iPhone gives you this phone for $1,000.
$1,000.
They get it for $200.
Yeah.
They take that phone for $200 and they sell it to you for $1,000. They profit $800.
Yeah.
We do the same exact thing with houses. So I get a distressed property, ugly, beat up. You know that property that you drove past that maybe has boarded up windows.
Yeah.
And I get that under contract for, let's say, $50,000. Then I sell it to a local investor. These are the people on HGTV, some mom and pop. They just fix up houses and make them look pretty.
Yeah.
I sell it to an investor for $70,000, right? And I get to profit that $20,000. So to go back to your question, if I went broke, how would I make $10,000? Well, I need to find someone who's in distress, who has a distressed property,
Yeah.
and I need to find an investor.
How do you find them too?
Yeah. So the best way to find a seller or someone who's in distress is going to be an app called propstream.com. So it'll give you lists like tired landlords. These are people who want to sell their property. Maybe they've owned it for way too long.
Yeah.
Probates. These are people who got the property passed down to them.
Yeah.
Divorce, bankruptcy, code violation, tax liens, any type of sign of distress, right? I'm going to reach out to those people and I'm going to say, hey, do you want to sell your property? Pull it straight from PropStream. I get all their information. Hey, do you want to sell your property? They're going to say, of course I want to sell my property. Why? Because I targeted that person.
Yeah.
So they're going to say, yes, I do want to sell my property. And then I'm going to say, perfect, I'll give you an offer for $50,000. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Redfin. And I'm going to say, let me see if I can find some renovated property. So I'm looking for new paint, new kitchen, nice granite counters, empty house, no furniture. It's a renovated
Is that going to
property.
be your comps?
These are not going to be my comps. This is actually going to be how I find my investor.
Oh, okay,
Right?
okay.
So then I'm on Redfin, and I'm trying to find renovated properties, and I'm going to find the agent that listed the renovated property.
Yeah.
Right? So I got this property under contract for $50,000, and now I'm calling this agent, and I'm saying, hey, Mrs. Agent, I see you have sold that property over there on Main Street, and it's a renovated property. I actually have a property 2 blocks over. I just want to see if the same investor that did that renovation is looking for another project. And she's going to say, of course, but what's in it for me? You say, Mrs. Agent, I'll give you $2,000, right? It's perfect. She's getting $2,000.
Yeah.
Agents don't make that much money, by the way. So $2,000, that's a lottery. So then she's going to go bring the property back to her investor. The investor's going to say, yes, I want to buy a property because we just sold this one right over here on Main Street.
Okay.
He's going to buy the property under he's going to make an offer for $70,000. He's going to accept our offer, and then he's going to sign a contract. Now, there's this thing called a title company.
Yeah.
Now, a title company, they do like a background check on properties, right? So they process the transaction and the funds and all that. We're going to send the first contract to the title company, us and the seller, for $50,000. And we're going to send the second contract with us and the buyer for $70,000.
Two transactions, yeah.
Now the buyer is probably going to close within a week or two, and we give the seller their $50,000. They're out the picture. Yeah. We're left with $20,000. We got to cut our agent a deal, so we're going to give them their $2,000, and we're going to walk away with $18,000. I can do that within 30 days. That's exactly how I get back on my feet.
Whenever you were doing your first deal and those first 30 days that you didn't see no progress, no profits, $0 in the bank account.
Yeah.
How did you feel after you going, cold calling a bunch of landlords, doing all of that and seeing no progress? How was it that you felt, and how was it that you were able to overcome all of that?
I'm super big on visualization and manifestation.
Yeah.
Right? So an exercise that I continued to do over and over again was I would close my eyes, I would focus on my breath for a little bit, and basically I just envisioned opening up my Chase app and seeing $20,000. Once you do that enough times, you start to feel the energy of like you start like you start to picture what is it like to have $20,000 in your bank account, and you feel that energy, and then, as you carry that energy around with you, you kind of feel like you already have it.
Yeah.
So even though I was going through hard times, I kind of already felt like I was already successful, and that's the biggest way I was able to get through those hard times. Other than that, it was just kind of seeing everything as a test. Like, everything's a test. I have this theory called Earth Elementary. Like, the
Yeah.
only reason we're on Earth is to pass some type of test, and then when we die, we graduate, right?
Yeah.
And whether that's to heaven or whatever, right? And everything you go through, every single hard path or obstacle or challenge you go through, it's testing you to see if you're worthy of what you ask for. So
Yeah.
be careful on what you ask for. If you say I want $1 million, well, cool. God is going to test and see if if you're worthy of $1 million. He's going to put you through every single thing. He's going to know your weaknesses, and he's going to put you through them to see if you can actually handle that $1 million whenever he gives it to you. So one thing that God put me through was I was so focused on, let's say, I was so focused on Dallas, Texas, right?
Yeah.
And my car broke down, so I couldn't drive to properties anymore. So I
Yeah.
was literally stuck at my home trying to find properties. I said I wanted $50,000 a month, so I had to find a way. Well, I started looking at other states.
Virtually now.
I'm looking at virtual. I'm looking at Missouri. I'm looking at Mississippi. I'm looking at Indiana. I start calling these people. These people have never been hit up. I went from a saturated market of Dallas, Texas to unsaturated markets. So, yeah, I'm going on a long tangent, but to answer your question, being able to visualize that you already have it, that's how you get through hard times, and then also seeing everything as a test for you being worthy for what you asked for.
What's your take on religion?
Christian, 100%
Christian.
Yeah, Christian.
What's your whole take on pretty much God puts everything in front of you for a reason? What's your take on everything happens to you for a reason?
Yeah.
And again, you got to be able to take full responsibility and accountability of everything, of course, that happens to you, because whether you like it or not, it's a representation of what you did or what you did not do within the past 3 months.
Man, there's a lot. So
We want to hear it, bro.
yeah, there's a lot. So I didn't have a close relationship with God until this year. And it's because I just kept losing everything.
Yeah.
And when you lose everything, you start being like, God, like, can you help me? This time I was like, I actually don't want to lose this relationship with God. Let me continue to build this up with him. So even when times were going good, I would just give him praise, like, thank you, God, for everything. Thank you for getting me to the next level. Thank you for, if I made $500 that day, thank you for that $500. That $500 meant the world to me.
Yeah.
After getting closer to God, you can start hearing him, right? You can start hearing the signs he's giving you or what path to go. And once you start hearing him, you can kind of, basically it's like easy mode for me. It's like a cheat code.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell you exactly what you need to do and what time. All you have to do is listen. So my take on God and him putting things in front of you, he doesn't want to give you, first of all, he wants to give you everything, but he wants to give it to you whenever you deserve it, right? You have to go through the training.
There's a right time.
There's a right time and a right place. I mean, if you think about it, like, let's say a 5-year-old looks at a car and is like, Mommy, I want to drive that car. It'd be dumb for the mom to just go get the 5-year-old a car,
No,
right?
that is true. Yeah.
Right? It has to grow up, it has to mature, it has to go through driving school, it has to go through these tests.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with us in anything we want. If you want a McLaren, cool. God wants you to have a McLaren. Why not? Right? But you have to be worthy of that McLaren, because he knows if you're not going to appreciate it. You're going to be ungrateful. You're going to fuck it off.
Yeah, 100%. Quick question, bro. Again, sidetracking a little bit. What makes you happy?
My team happy.
Your team.
Seeing
Seeing
my
other
team,
people,
Yeah, my team growing,
having
bro.
having a bigger why, bro. Not just you, bro. Not being selfish.
Being able to pour into everyone else. I think that makes me happy. I've always told myself my purpose is to help upcoming aspiring entrepreneurs or just humans in general. And I have this consulting company that's helping literally people go from college kids to making $20,000 a month. So that makes me super happy. And I don't just teach them wholesale real estate. I teach them mentality, spirituality, getting to the gym.
Mentality is a big thing, bro.
Super big things, right? And then I also pour that into my team. And then I build these amazing team cultures where everybody's just like hype and they're competitive. Like even my camera dudes, like we have a crazy team culture. I'm like, yo, you see this dude just got this many views? Let's lock in. We can crush them, right? So it's like building these team cultures and like giving people prizes. Like one of my closers, he wants this exact watch. It's a $8,000 watch. I'm like, bro, I'll buy you the watch. Let's hit 25K this month. Like being able to like I bought my cameraman a new camera. Like doing these things makes me super happy. Being able to build companies that pay people's rent. Like that's so cool, bro.
That is fucking dope, bro.
So that makes me happy.
Because I know a lot of team leaders, I know a lot of people that have teams, they don't care about the culture at all.
Yeah.
They just care about making money and pretty much just say, screw whoever the fuck helped me make money, I'm just gonna throw them to the side because I'm the one who's eating right now.
2 guys I want to shout out.
Yeah.
Hazi and Miguel. I love these boys to like bottom of my heart, love them, right? They are my camera guys. They help me set up everything, right? They literally all of this, they would set it up for me.
Yeah.
I would not have a single ad if it wasn't for them. I wouldn't have a single piece of content on the internet if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have a VSL if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be Roy the Closer if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
So like once you start seeing it like that, you're just like, bro, I appreciate y'all. So for the people who just like are just like, oh, I'll replace that team member and they don't want to pour into their team, they're not gonna make it far within their business. So that'd be my advice.
Again, long story short, they're just not making the fire enough.
I
mean, it's not a surprise, right?
You're gonna keep going through people because no one's gonna fall in love with your vision.
Yeah,
no one's gonna
brother.
fall in love with your company because you're not pouring back into them.
Yeah,
So,
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Whenever God decides that it's time for you to pretty much stop the madness, you know, you having to push the pedals a little bit, pretty much back off a little bit, and for you to actually handle your business to your son or maybe your daughter in the future, would you allow that to happen? Pretty
Oh,
much
100%.
Yes?
Bro, I'm 22. I
Yeah.
cannot wait. I'm running it up all the way from 22, free game. If you are 18 to 25, lock in, bro. You shouldn't even have a girlfriend. You shouldn't even be talking to girls, bro. You need to be just locked in, right? 18 to 25, this is your prime years.
Yeah.
And once you're 25 to like maybe 30, bro, all I'm gonna be doing is raising my kids and probably doing like some like athlete shit, like athlete shit.
Or
like,
some dad activities, bro.
oh, bro, I'm gonna be doing crazy things. Like I might be a cyclist one day. I might be a swimmer. I want to do like athletic stuff. So I might be run marathons and all that. But literally, it's all about money. No, it's like it's gonna be how can I personal development, helping younger entrepreneurs, investing into them, and then just raising my kids the entire time.
Once everything's said and done, right? 20, 30 years from now, how do you want people to remember you?
I want people to remember Roy as he walked so we can run.
Okay.
I go through a lot of bullshit as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like so much.
That's every single entrepreneur, bro.
Right? We all do. But I don't want to just have that. I want to give it to everyone. I want to pour into other people the lessons I learned. So I'm an open book, if you couldn't tell. You ask me anything, you DM me, text me, I'm giving you all the game. And that's exactly what I want to do for people. So whenever I'm on my deathbed and they think of Roy, it's going to be like, damn, Roy helped me get here because he already went through this challenge before. He helped me. He helped me overcome this challenge because he already went through it before I even got there. So that's what I want people to remember me as.
So of course your why is way bigger than just yourself, which it cannot just be selfish. It cannot just be just you. It has to be directed to other people. In essence, of course, you can elevate yourself at a larger scale and whatnot. For the people watching out here, let's say that there's an 18-year-old out here just crying in his fucking bed. He's trying to make a name for himself. What can you tell him? Give him some free game, straight up free knowledge, anything, bro, that you can possibly give to anyone.
This McLaren, paying off your mom's rent, it's 100% possible because I was just like you, right? But how do you actually get it? It's not gonna be the vehicle, it's not gonna be the business, it's not gonna be anything that actually gets you there. Any business can get you any car, right? And retire your mom and get you to the next level. It's gonna be your confidence. Like it sounds cliche, but until you have the actual confidence that you deserve to retire your mom, the actual confidence that you deserve that car, mixed with letting go and letting God and just saying, I don't care what happens to me. I don't care if I go broke investing in this mentor or if I go broke trying this business. If you have the confidence that it's already yours and you let go and let God, those two things equals anything that you want. That is the definition of manifestation. Manifestation is not, oh, I'm going to close my eyes and visualize it or put a vision board or affirmations. It's not any of that. It's confidence that you already have it and letting go and letting God. So with that being said, if you really want to take it to the next level, do not study business. That's not going to help you. Study spirituality. Spirituality is the key to everything in the world, and that will bring you everything that you want. So a lot of people get it wrong. They think they're going to watch an Alex Hormozy podcast and get to the next level. No, read books on spirituality.
That is so true.
The Master Key, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, stuff like that.
This was a really insightful podcast.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy that I was able to actually have you out here. But other than that, I'm really happy that you were able to make it.
Yeah.
Again, appreciate you having you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Now, all good, brother.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, as you guys probably seen, we just finished an amazing podcast with my boy. I really appreciate you coming here, bro. Other than that, as you guys probably see as well, my boys out here in real estate, same thing with me, but I'm in a different section. I'm on the Airbnb side, he's on the wholesaling side. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I'm gonna be releasing my educational program pretty soon, in weeks from a month from here. And if you guys wanna tap in, if you guys wanna have early access, please click the link below and watch it right now.